Hey, it's Thursday. It's also 7:30 and I'm just now getting this started. I did record a tad for last week's video. I really let myself get distracted and I'm really frustrated at myself for it, but we're not gonna live in that frustration. We're gonna go ahead and just get to what we're supposed to right now, which is filming a couple of really short videos. I hope I have enough coffee for this. Okay, that took an hour and a half. I didn't do it in the place I originally wanted to. I had an idea of how I wanted it to look, and then I thought I had a better idea, and then I couldn't execute on the better idea because it didn't work, so I went back to the original idea that I had, and that's what ended up working. So I've got these 2 short videos shot so that I can edit them. So now my next thing is I'm actually going to finish reading the book that I'm supposed to for this blog series, and then I'm going to edit these videos, and then hopefully do some graphic work. That's my overall to-do list. That's not my tonight to-do list. I actually have to go buy food so I can make dinner, so I'm gonna leave now. Okay, something I'm trying to do with the t-shirt company, this YouTube channel, my other social media stuff, is I'm trying to get better tools for social media. I consider social media to be a hobby at this point, but I would like for my hobby to pay for itself. So the GorillaPod that I'm holding right now, I bought in 2018. It broke last night and I was working on a couple of videos, so I will need to get a new one. Unfortunately, I don't want to drop 30 bucks on a GorillaPod for a camera for a hobby at this point. I have in the past. I had some more margin in my life at that point. I don't anymore. I'm going to try to make money with my hobbies so that my hobbies are at least self-funded moving forward. So that's my goal at this point. We'll see how long it takes to get there.
Here you see the poor lad explaining lots of things about how he managed to stack his priorities and stick to a problem, and that he figured it out without giving up. Unfortunately, what you don't hear is good audio because the audio for this clip was all static with just a few voice props, so I'm now doing a voiceover after the fact.
See, here's the problem though. I am not a mobile native. I was in a writing seminar recently where the teacher of the seminar was talking about the fact that a lot of people, a lot of CEOs have like so many things going on all at the same time these days. You need to like basically convey all of your information in like your subject line in your first 2 sentences. Essentially, I'm really skimming over the class that way. But you need to be like super effective with your writing because people have significantly shorter attention spans. Because a lot of people are mobile first and high performers and whatnot are go, 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 go. I'm trying to be better about that. I typically use my iPad for most things in the first place. Problem is, I shot 2 videos yesterday. I used this camera and I filmed it 90 degrees off because they were for social media. So I need to flip the clips from like this sideways view 90 degrees in order to actually be able to post them. Well, that's kind of frustrating because it wouldn't work in iMovie on my iPad. I have no idea why. So I went out to my car and I grabbed my big old honkin' 15-inch MacBook Pro from 2014. It immediately worked. I don't know why. I get that the version of iMovie on my iPad is different than the one on my MacBook, but I'm like, dang. When the creative process gets interrupted by technology, everything stops because you've got the creative side of your brain and you've got the analytical side of your brain, and when you have to switch out of creative into analytical to try and troubleshoot, it takes longer to get the creative side back up and running. I say that like that's a rule for everybody. That's how it is for me. I'm assuming there's probably some other people that it's like that for. So I'm back to using my MacBook for a lot of stuff. Now for these vlogs, I'm using the MacBook just because I've already got the keystrokes figured out and I'm good to go. And if I eventually get to the point where I'm using better software, I'll definitely be using an actual computer because like Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve and whatnot are just better on like a fully spec'd computer compared to a tablet, but I'm not there yet. So back to trying to get my hobbies to pay for themselves. I would love to keep using this iPad, but this MacBook is gonna be used a lot more, which means that it's gonna need to be replaced eventually, probably the next couple of years. So if I want to continue to get better at this social media content creation, I'm going to need better tools because these tools are wearing out. I'm gonna need to really kick it into high gear, which reminds me, I'm actually gonna go pull my notebook out right now and write down the things that I need to do this weekend, creative stuff wise. I'll be right back. Okay, it's Saturday. It is just now noon and I have already done, well, not as much as I like now that I'm thinking about it, but I've done some stuff today. It should be a pretty productively chill afternoon just based on the things that I need to do. They're not hard things, they're just kind of chill things, but they need to get done, so they're gonna get done. But first, tacos. Okay, blog posted, video announcement posted, reading for next blog post in process. Dinner, more of a priority right now. we gotta talk. I originally restarted this vlog as a way to be accountable to my creative productivity and bring people along on the journey. Here's the thing though, because I don't have things where I can necessarily show people very well what I'm creating, it's kind of almost just become, I did something, just like a check-in with a video camera. Fine, it's just boring for me to keep saying it, and it's probably boring for you guys to keep watching it. I think leaning into what I've been talking about, like I need to get stuff down on a list and all that sort of stuff. More than just get things down on a list and get things on a calendar, I need to have like a focus for each week. Something I'm gonna work on in particular, and not just something I'm going to work on in particular, but something I'm learning along the way. I think the thing that I'm learning is probably going to be the bigger thing that I focus on for a little bit, because like right now, the thing that I'm learning is what I need to work on, which is being better about my productivity, being more focused in it and whatnot. I've got a lot of pieces that I want to work on rather than just do a check-in like I talked about. What am I learning in overcoming lifestyle resistance to work on these things? I think that's what I'm going to pivot to and focus on a little bit more, because like this is week 3 of this vlog and there's a fair amount of repetition already, so we'll see what this kind of turns into. I know the direction I want to take it. It's a matter of whether or not I can execute on it, because I don't know if you can tell, there's a lot of stuff like sitting right here, and I've got stuff written down up here. And one of the things I need to work on is I need to get my personal space less cluttered. I need to get it more workable. I spend more time working on stuff at Sarah's house than my house because I can't work on things very well here because it's so cluttered. My mind just, it can't create, and that's really hard because I used to do a lot of creative things in here, and it's just so cluttered and messy, and it just needs to be put back together. I tend to be an all or nothing kind of person where like I want to sit down and like do something until it's done, or I want to work on a project until it's completely done, which means that I typically would want to work on my room until it was completely done. So part of it is relearning the fact that no, I can work on things just a little bit at a time, and that's kind of hard because then I can't decide what I need to work on. What does done mean, basically? And that's kind of hard. So that's one thing I need to work on too. One of the other things is just the fact I'd like to have the ability to have like a filming space in my room. I have so many things in my room right now. Like my room is basically a miniature apartment in almost every sense of the word. But it's also like the one space in my life where I have complete control over it. I don't even have complete control over my cube at work because I got bounced to a new cube the other day. That's one of those things where I want to be able to have my space be as functional as possible. That means I gotta have space to do stuff. I'm like mentally rearranging things in my head right now, and there's just not very many great ways to do it. Ideas are striking me. Stay in the creative process as much as possible. Anyway, I'm gonna do some different stuff with this vlog moving forward. I say it's a vlog. I don't know that it's gonna stay a vlog. It's gonna be stuff that I learn over the course of each week, which means it probably will be vlog-esque, but also more learning focused. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 11:16 p.m.
I want to be in bed in 45 minutes, and I have a lot of reading to do and possibly some writing before that, because if I can get all of that blog post done tonight, that means I can take all of tomorrow to focus on editing the last vlog. But if I get it all done tomorrow, then I have another video I need to work on so that that one is ready to go up at the same time that the vlog is. I also need to look at changing my Instagram bio link. That's another thing to look at. All right, I need to quit recording because I got 45 minutes, so I want to be in bed. I have officially finished the entire Win the Day blog series. The last one is sent off. They're getting uploaded to the Relentless Endeavor website first, and then I'm putting them on my blog. I start a new blog series on the Relentless Endeavor website next week that I will also be putting on my own personal blog, so you can keep up with me at both of those places. I'm now going to work on last week's vlog. If I can crank through that, I should be able to get it uploaded so that I can take it live. It's so weird. Make sure you're subscribed to be sure that you're getting all of the updates on this channel. I'm working on the edit for the next vlog right now, but it's such a nice day. I'm actually gonna go do it on the patio. Alright, I am headed out for a chill evening. I'm just gonna work on some video stuff. I've got a couple of things I wanna watch and read about developing a YouTube channel, continuing to develop a social media presence. So tonight's gonna be a little bit of productivity, a little bit more research. Today was pretty chill after I got off work. I finished the coffee video, and I finished putting the final touches on my YouTube video. Oh, I need to put tags on it still. Tomorrow is gonna be busy. I've got a seminar that I'm gonna be going to. I've got some other stuff. I mean, I have a full-time job, so in a lot of ways, my life doesn't start until after work. I have time to do some stuff before work, but I don't like getting in a flow and then having to wrench myself out of it in order to go work at another company that's not mine. It's much easier to have that mental space completely freed up, like 5 o'clock, boom, done, let's go, do my own thing kind of a deal. Tomorrow evening is pretty booked. I'll probably be able to get a head start on the next series of blog posts. I'm looking at the book over there right now. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing tomorrow, just because it'll be a lot more chill than trying to work on anything else. Other than that, I actually spent like 15 minutes ironing shirts because I have to take headshots tomorrow at work, so that should be interesting. Oh geez, I gotta charge the battery on this thing too. All right, that's gonna conclude Monday night's portion of the vlog. Well, I was right. I didn't do anything last night. We had a tornado here. It's now later than I wanted it to be on Wednesday, but I had some stuff that I absolutely had to do after work, so I just got home a little bit ago and I'm gonna head back out. I am officially overcommitted. I have several business ideas that I'm working on simultaneously. I have a full-time job that I work during normal office hours. I have a serious girlfriend. I'm trying to start a garden, have other skills that I'm trying to develop that YouTube doesn't like me talking about. I have a blogging deal coming up that will last all summer. I drive DoorDash for extra money. Gas prices suck right now, so that one's a little back and forth. I have a personal development game plan that involves reading and listening to podcasts daily. All of the time, my gear that I'm using is being worn out and needs to be replaced. As you've noticed if you've watched the last couple videos, my mic is going out. I forgot to check it before this. I really hope it isn't being stupid right now. The GorillaPod that it's currently on is like barely standing up because one piece on it, it's the piece that connects to the rest of it, is like broken. So it's like, okay, that's gonna need to be replaced. I mean, I got 4 years out of this GorillaPod. A lot of daily vloggers get maybe a year, so I've gotten a pretty good run out of this. It's just that it's still expensive. I'm trying really hard not to let my personal relationships fall apart just because I don't take the time to be intentional with them. That includes family time. I also really need to make sure I'm spending enough time in the gym because it is getting to be summer and I don't want to go through another summer as heavy as I was last summer. Anyway, all this goes back to me talking about priorities and calendars. I am overcommitted in my life in most areas if I don't get really intentional with my time and my calendar planning. I really need to build a schedule and stick to it because one of two things will happen. Either I will not get everything done that I want to and I will be frustrated, or everything will get done but I will be a horrible person because I'm not able to take care of myself. And some of this may sound sane to some people. In fact, my sister just took a week off from social media and she feels all nice and refreshed and is all energized to start creating again. Now here's the thing, I'm excited by the idea of self-discipline. It gets me excited to think about all of the things that I know that I can do if I just get really intentional with my time. Like I said, I get excited about the idea of self-discipline and you know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know, that's just something. I didn't used to be excited about the idea of self-discipline until I saw the productivity behind it. I saw the why behind being self-disciplined, that you could continue to grow and be a better person and not just like get stuff done. Like growing yourself is something that you can be disciplined in. That's pretty cool. So now I gotta figure out what kind of schedule I need to build. I'm gonna go figure out how all of the different pieces of my life fit together. I gotta go figure out what the puzzle is so I can start putting the pieces together.